that are on it are Bobby. I mean, his name is either Bobby Ashley or Bobby Lashley, and I really should know that. He's like this giant black guy, and he and the people who are part of his crew, I know that they called, or at least as of last year, they called themselves the Hurt Business.
Hurt Business?
The Hurt Business. Right? They wear
angle.
Suits. And they're like,
okay.
we're cool. Like, we're like...
But I do have a few things left to accomplish here before I inevitably go down in a glorious fireball of cancel culture.
Look at me. I want you to fire me. You fucking Mark! Fire me! Fire me!
First of all, I can't stop thinking about Baron Corbin being on SmackDown. I get to have my revenge. Is that a scare? Hey, like I said, I'm here to stay and make a good lucha thing. God damn!
People aren't built tough anymore. They aren't built to grind. They're built weak, soft. They're used to second place trophies.
In the history of this company. Let's fucking go!
jaBROni, jaBRONI, Oh, it doesn't matter how you spell jaBROni.
Oh, wow, throwback. What's going on? Welcome to the jaBROnis. I am Topher McCann. He is Mike Butler. And it's of course, we got another pay-per-view to talk about in a little bit. Yeah, we got Revolution coming up. We each saw the same panic tweet. Well, this morning where it was like Sting's final match tonight. And I think I Googled AEW Revolution and then I scrolled a little bit and saw one of the match cards with the date underneath of it with the 3rd. And I was like, okay.
Good.
This guy.
Good.
Because they wouldn't have. I know they did that sometimes, but I thought they shifted back to the Sunday pay-per-view.
Yeah,
and they did. It's Sunday, and we're gonna go through that card in a little bit. But first, I think we'll focus more WWE first half, then we'll talk a little AEW, and then we'll shift into predictions. So I think we're going to start. We should probably just start off with the big segment last night on SmackDown.
Big is an understatement.
31 minutes, I believe, was the overall. I think it was like instantly over 1 million views, like an hour after being posted on their YouTube. And yeah, we had, all right, but also on top of that, earlier in the day, I saw like a 2-minute clip of The Rock cutting a promo on X, Instagram, whatever. Here to come that it was a 21-minute promo going off about everything with receipts. Dave LaGreca's in it. I actually sat last night before SmackDown with a little earpiece in, just going through it. And so mind you, on top of that, within the hour I watched all of it. So on top of that, and then going to SmackDown, I had like an hour of promo material. A lot of things happened last night. A lot of things you could have saw, pointed out. Maybe there are little things that we noticed that happened maybe the first time they were all together in the ring not too long ago until now. Things that people thought were coincidences that maybe are not coincidences. Maybe we're building something. But
I feel like that was a shot. I feel like that's a shot at me directly. I don't know what you're talking about, but I think you're talking about the thumb thing, the loser.
I
don't catch Easter eggs when I'm watching the show. I don't catch Easter eggs like in anything, whether it's like, I don't know, Marvel movies where they have Easter eggs or anything. I have tunnel vision. I can only focus on one thing, and I choose to focus on what I'm watching, not catching little hints. So whatever coincidences happened. I'm not aware of them.
So
So
just
you have to enlighten me.
it was on your radar that the L thing was a thing last week. So when it came down to occurring this week when they're all doing it, you saw him do the same thing again, and then he ended up bringing it in. But then you saw Paul Heyman in the corner, like looking at him, and kind of like he saw it, like just these little things, like he doesn't trust The Rock. There was that moment on top of all of this other stuff, but those little things, like people are noticing things that I noticed, and then other people are catching. I'm like, all right, the same thing as if you're like LA Knight's walking past you real quick with a chair, running through the backstage real quick. Just things that you are done intentionally. It's like, even though these things are subtle, it's like they've been doing this for a while, all the way back to like they all started doing this stuff a lot with the Bray return, and it worked out well for them with these. And so far, they've always just like things in the background or something. So, but off topic. Overall, what were your thoughts of this epic half-hour promo?
Epic. It was epic. Just you cheer for The Rock so long, and you don't see him in that setting for so long, and you think he's never going to get booed again. He can't be a heel. God, but yesterday it just reminds me, like, when he is a heel, he's like one of the best to do it. He really is. And like, he was getting booed, This isn't like Steve Austin trying to turn heel and people not wanting to boo him. He's getting booed. I think a lot of that has to do with who they're up against and Cody Rhodes. I think if it's like if you're talking like maybe Rollins against Reigns or anybody else against Reigns, Rock's probably getting cheered. But the fact that it's Cody Rhodes, I think, is really helping. It was a great promo. I got chills when Roman asked The Rock to acknowledge him. I really did. It just gets me excited. I'm not a fan, really, of the tag match. I don't know. I'm not interested in seeing the tag match. So.
Yeah, I mean, it's so we kind of figured it was coming. I mean, the whole setup. So they set it up nicely, I think, in a way where now I don't know if they gave away what they were going to do night one, but they at least set it up where it could go either way. But you're kind of leaning towards, and also it's just like when have they followed the rules before? What's gonna Bloodlines banned from ringside, straight up match? What about people who are not members of the Bloodline if they get new members? Like, there's a lot of, I like how it's just intersecting storylines now, in which the whole Rollins situation, him just kind of focused on basically the problems of another show. And
yeah,
that's going to be his downfall. You got Damian Priest lurking with that Money in the Bank. You also had,
I think no one's like really talking about him. That like we were talking about him with, I think a lot of people expect him to cash in at Mania on Drew, but I mean now you have this tag match where you got both world champions in the match. I mean, are we gonna start talking about what if Damian tries to cash in on Roman? Like, I don't think anyone's thinking about that.
Oh, absolutely not. No one's.
No one's thinking about that.
It's open because literally just put it where he's only going for, it seems, the world heavyweight title. But hey, both titles going to be in the building.
It set up a lot. Like yesterday, set up a lot of possibilities, like that match, that tag match could have a lot of possibilities. I mean, and then that tag match will set up a lot of possibilities for the main event the next night. Are we going to say, I mean, is Seth going to turn on Cody? If he does, is he going to turn on him in the tag match? Is he going to turn on him in the main event? Is Seth, when is this world title match happening? Is it happening this night 1 or is it going to happen night 2? If it's a night 1, does he lose the world title, turn on Cody in the tag match, and blame him for losing the world title because he wasn't focused? And then it's like, hey, if the Bloodline's not banned, if like The Rock and Roman win that tag match, and everyone's allowed, and Bloodline's going to take out Seth Rollins, he's going to take out Cody, they're having a ball, no disqualifications, no holds barred, woohoo. They're just beating the crap out of everybody. Who's going to come down to the ring? Somebody, there's got to be a big WrestleMania moment at that point. Who's going to come down to the ring? Is it Stone Cold Steve Austin? I think that would be dope. Would it make sense? No. Do I care if this world title match is overbooked? The Universal title match. Do I care if it's overbooked to the point of Triple H and Sting? Hell no. I would lose my shit. And I'm all here for it. There's a lot of possibilities that could be happening right now. Is Damian going to cash in? Probably not. Probably cash in on Seth, but probably not cash. Maybe not even cash in at all.
But they just with that, all of that, just with them making these stipulations, they just kind of set up a lot of still what ifs, like you just said, along with just match placement, where like, when's this happening? When's this happening? Yeah, are we going to have, I mean, they both have to happen night 2, right?
Yeah, I mean, that if I were Seth Rollins, I'd probably be hoping for that. You can't just.
And Roman Reigns, he's gonna.
Why do I gotta wrestle in 2 nights, bro? Like, what's up with that? So I would assume both happen night 2.
Again, they still have time. They could set up something with some stipulation of that. It's something even more. And I don't know if that's overbooking it, but like have like some kind of match or something where one of you guys have to defend the title on night 1. One of you have to do it on night 2. But I'm assuming you're both. And then how do you break that? How do you do that then?
One of them would have if it's 2 and if it's all night 2. I mean, I'd assume one of them opens night 2.
And that would be like Seth and
you bookend night 2 with both of them.
Yeah, Seth and Drew started off, and then Roman and Cody finish. Yeah, so I mean, there are many options. But while we're talking about Damian Priest, I want to get on the IC title picture now, because Judgment Day came out against we got our Judgment Day interruptions back. They've been gone for a while.
So happy.
But they're back. And if you believe, we're like, wow, cool. So they're aiming at the IC title. We have an interaction with Sami Zayn backstage. We have a speech from Gable to Pierce about like 2 months ago with his making his daughter cry. 1, 2. Lead him, I don't know. We get maybe like a 4-way or something for the IC title. A member of Judgment Day in the mix there. I'm starting to. I think Dominic Mysterio is going to be the man to take the title from Gunther.
Could be Sammy. Could be Chad. Could be Dom. Honestly, I wouldn't hate any 3 of them. I'm feeling like a callback to WrestleManias of the past, not like deep past, but like recent past. Multi-man matches for the Intercontinental title. You'd get ladder matches. I'm thinking maybe there's a bunch of guys involved. Maybe Maybe it is going to be like an 8-man ladder match for the Intercontinental title. I was also thinking maybe there's a battle royal that could happen. I mean, I don't know the deal with Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. I know it takes place on the Hall of Fame night usually now. So maybe they don't want to do a battle royal, but I'm definitely feeling 6 to 8 guys in this Intercontinental title match that's happening. I don't know if it'll be a ladder. I don't know if it'll be a 6 to 8 pack challenge. Maybe a gauntlet.
I guess we'll see if they tease
Definitely multi.
anything else, but it just seems like they did it, and I feel like it's gonna be just the 4.
See, like here's why I don't think it will be a 4-way. It's just such a random cluster of people that where you do it, I think you need to add on top of it and just make it multi-man, more of a multi-man match. But like Dominic, Seth, and Chad and Gunther, it's just such. That's like a WWE 2K universe mode match that gets set up randomly, and you're like, huh, wonder why they did that type deal.
It's unless they want to keep them in it still, because it's just a way I feel to get Gunther out of the IC title picture now and move up with.
And that's where the ladder comes into play. I mean, sure, you don't need him pinned in a fatal 4-way, but you don't need anybody pinned if you grab it from whatever that contraption is.
You can, I mean, there's ways to book a screwy. He didn't take the pin in like a 4-way or 3-way. I mean, there's ways around it, but yeah, I mean, then you don't know with the US title, are they going to make that a multi-man match as well?
No, I guess
a Randy.
I mean, that does. After last night, it definitely could be triple threat: Randy, KO, and Logan.
Yes, because it seems like LA Knight's going to have his Styles match. Seems like that US title is going to be like a 3-way.
I just wish they went a different way there. I really do. I get it, but I just don't see AJ and LA Knight being a. Like, nothing will be wrong with it. I just don't think it's WrestleMania worthy. And I don't think the triple threat is WrestleMania worthy either.
Yeah. It seems like they're also probably setting like up a return of Rey Mysterio to do something with like an LWO. But it could also be just like a Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. And what else?
Why don't you just put the Intercontinental title on the line in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal? Have it on Mania. Put the title on the line. I'd rather have the title than the big ass Andre the Giant Memorial Trophy that I can't carry, that we see once a year.
All right, for just for funsies, let's make an early, super early prediction for the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
Okay.
Right now, let's see.
I think I got one, but I'm not really a fan of this guy. I mean, so I think an obvious choice would be Bronson Reed. He has Andre the Giant Memorial written all over him.
I thought you were gonna say it. I thought you were gonna say the same what I was thinking. You start it because it's the exact beginning of the name as well.
Braun Strowman? Oh, Braun Breaker. Oh.
Braun. So someone with like a Braun, I'm thinking.
Someone with bronze. Yeah. Braun Breaker's a good one.
Bronson Reed's a good one too for missing out at having the show in Australia and his family. I could see Triple H.
That's stupid. I mean, that's he had a kid.
You want to give me 60? Give me 65 to 1 odds, 65 to 1, something like that. Give me something good.
He'd probably be I'd put him at a solid plus 200.
That's a favorite. I mean, all these.
Yeah.
There's
In
gonna
a
be
battle royal, those are really good odds.
great odds. I would definitely throw some coin on the bronze.
Yeah. Braun Breaker's a good one too. I just don't know if, I mean, this doesn't really matter, but it's like he just got here, so I don't know if they're gonna put him on WrestleMania. And
Oh,
that's
yeah,
silly
dude.
to say because
Did you see
I'm
him?
pretty sure Jade is gonna be a part of Mania somehow. What's that?
Did you see that match with Braun Breaker when he beat like the
He just
Mexican
speared the
Dexter
guy
Lumis?
to hell.
I was like, that's Dexter Lomitos. That I was like, definitely the exact. They were just like, here, put these black pants on, get your hair cut exactly like him, wear these gloves. Boom.
Missed that guy.
That was great. I was cracking up during that. What else? And this is just a random. We had the NXT. We had Jumping Ship, Sean Spears back. He took out Ridge Holland for injuring people. So super face.
I didn't know that. I don't watch NXT religiously. I had no idea that's where Ridge Holland was. I just thought him and Sheamus were just out.
They
That was
threw
a
him.
nice surprise.
I think I guess Sheamus is out for now. He hurt
He
somebody.
just posted something though. He just posted something.
And then they instantly
I don't know what it was.
got Butch, changed him to Pete Dunne, and put him with Bate. So yeah, they kind of were just like, come back down here, get a little.
Isn't Braun Breaker tag team champion down there? With
him and
Baron?
Corbin?
Yeah.
Didn't they win the Dusty thing and then get the tag shot?
They won the Dusty Class, and I thought they won the tag titles. And I noticed that he didn't come out with said tag title. Just thought that was weird.
Where's Baron Corbin?
They may never let him back on the main roster ever.
Hey, no.
That's unfortunate, but
He'll be back. All right. Did you see the
they are the tag team champions. I knew I wasn't crazy. I don't know any of these guys. Charlie Dempsey, Oba Femi, I don't know what that means. Lyra Valkyria. I don't know that guy.
what is their Mania one? Is it Stand and Deliver?
I believe it is Stand and Deliver.
That's like, oh yeah, that's like Saturday at like 12 in the afternoon.
Yep.
Yeah, get
It's a
ready.
long fucking day.
Yeah, prepare. Yeah, that really is if you do that. I mean, regardless, you're already down there anyway. Probably. What time's?
I mean, I would if I were like in my 20s, I would do it all day.
I feel like I'll be down there a significant amount of time before the doors open.
I agree.
Just because
If we end up
you get the tailgate.
we end up doing the same thing on night one, yeah. And then if my brother goes, then it's like he's the sober one. I'm like, are you cool with going down there that early? So we'll see.
Working on the plan. Working on the plan. All right. Yeah, did you see this crazy ass Cody Rhodes schedule that he put out, of live events and stuff leading up to WrestleMania?
I did not.
It's insane. It's just every single day throughout March, they're just somewhere. Boom, live event, all the way. He's on SmackDowns and stuff. It's just dude is a workhorse.
He's busy. He is a busy guy.
There's been some talks about John Cena appearing at WrestleMania 40. What do you? I mean, I don't see why.
I'm like always happy to see John. If I had to pick between John and Steve Austin, I'd pick Steve Austin just because I haven't seen Steve Austin in a very long time in person. So, I'd much rather see him. No offense to John. Although, honestly, it's been a minute since I've seen John Cena in person, too. I mean, probably almost. Almost 10 years. 8 years. 8 years ago, I saw
actual
John Cena.
When did he leave? After Mania last year with Theory? Or was he back? No, he was back.
He showed up at he showed up during the strike. He showed up at Money in the Bank. But in person, I haven't seen him since 2016. Which is crazy to say that was 8 years ago, because I remember it like it was yesterday.
When was it? I saw him when he did the Taker thing at Mania, and then I guess I saw him when he did the Thugonomics thing with Elias, I think.
The Jersey thing, yeah.
Again, was it Elias back-to-back years? Yeah.
No.
Yeah, he did. Elias came out during the Undertaker thing, and he beat him up, and the Taker came out. And then I think Elias was out there doing something, and then he came out as the Thugonomics Cena, and
that was back-to-back nights, because that was 35, and then 36 was in
34 was New Orleans with Taker and Cena. And Cena ran up the ramp, and then he came out, and then no one came out, and then all of a sudden Elias came out and got super mega heat.
That's right. Yeah, I do remember. I thought we were talking about the unfortunate things with Elias. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, hey, back-to-back moments with Cena, Mania. Okay.
Not too shabby.
God, where do we go off on that? John Cena, yeah. What they do, really, I mean, they could just bring him out and do something like they did at the beginning of what was that? They did Hogan, Stone Cold, The Rock. You bring out John Cena, Batista, somebody.
Yeah, I could see them doing something like they did to kick off WrestleMania 30 with Hogan, Rock, and Austin. Something similar to that.
Just different people.
Yeah.
Because they said
I really want to see The Rock eat a stunner, really bad.
Since James Gunn's finishing up his Superman project, and then they're going to be filming season 2 of Peacemaker.
Damn, dude, I thought they already were filming that.
Nah, it got pushed back because you're doing things and stuff.
Whatever, dude.
At some point, we're getting
wild. They should be already on season 4.
All right, so I know it's shifting a little bit, but you see what Miro?
I didn't get the context. I didn't get why. I didn't get the shot that was taken or the big deal here.
Right, so there was a conference call for the pay-per-view, and there was going to be a meat match or whatever. And it was supposed to involve a lot of the people basically who are in this scramble match they're having. An 8-man scramble. It's supposed to be like Lance Archer, Cage, Miro, Hobbs, all these people. And then Tony Khan said that the match is going to be I think he said frozen. The match is frozen for now. And there's going to be an 8-man scramble because people who are going to be in the match are injured and can't be in it. And then Miro went on Twitter and posted that he has been injured since September, says Tony Khan wasn't aware of it. He said, injured since September and got medical attention for it in January. Sorry, he wasn't aware of it. Exactly, this is what he said. I've been injured since September, and I got medical attention in January. Sorry, he wasn't aware of it. And then I believe he
Did he tell him that he was injured?
I guess he's insinuating that medical people were aware about it since September, and I don't. I guess he's insinuating that he knew he was.
So he's insinuating that Tony Khan was aware of an injury, and nothing was done about it until January.
And then he's just putting him in a match, I guess. And then he deleted it. He was supposed to be the Meat Madness at Powerhouse Hobbs, Lance Archer, Wardlow, but now it's this all-star scramble.
And what is this scramble for?
For a shot at the title.
World title.
Yes. At least there's some kind of reasoning behind it.
Yeah, I was half expecting it to be for shits and gigs.
Or for a shot.
I mean, look, none of this is shocking. None of this is doesn't not make sense to me. Like it's not the most organized over there. They don't. I'm beginning to believe that they don't have a PR team where they're just like, hey guys, don't tweet shit, okay? Just don't. It's nothing shocking, nothing surprising. It's a poorly run company. And yeah, I will say that if Tony didn't know about the injury, Miro didn't like tell him about it. Miro should probably tell him about it. Aside from that, though.
All right. Did you get to see? And again, a grain of salt. People are all bozos, but did you see all the stuff Alvarez said about AEW apparently backstage?
The Brian Alvarez,
yeah, with all the stuff saying, "Hey, it's gonna. If you don't believe me, it's fine, but it's gonna end up coming out." Do you want me to go through it a little bit?
Yeah, I didn't hear any of this. Now, did he say something backstage, or is this him saying something about backstage?
Saying this is all he's like people are getting in contact with him. I guess all of his AEW wrestlers who hit him up or whatever.
Okay.
And this is what.
Now you got to take this with a grain of salt, though, because Meltzer has been wrong like a record amount of times this year. Not that this is Meltzer,
right.
But you know.
And I know it's Alvarez. Exactly.
One and the same.
That's why I'm just throwing it out there. But he defends.
Yeah, let's get into it.
In it here,
I'm excited.
It's a little lengthy, but we'll get into it. All right.
Okay, I got time.
All quoted. A lot of people are very frustrated because they don't find out the Tuesday before, like some people do. I mean, some people will know what they're doing because, like, there are a couple of matches usually advertised in advance. But most people are showing up the day of the show and they find out whether they're doing anything or not. And there's very little communication. I've been hearing about this for months. People are very frustrated. Like, they show up, here's what you're going to do. Lots of people will complain and it gets changed, which is also a big problem I hear about all the time. People don't want to do something and Tony doesn't make him do it. And so, there's a lot of this. And, people aren't going to come forward and talk about it publicly. They will someday. This is one of those things where people will say, I'm wrong now. And then, someday people are going to talk and you'll realize that I'm actually not wrong. I hear about this every single day. And, trying to put together these shows is just a whirlwind of, will this person do this? They don't want to. What can we do? Will you do it? Blah, blah, blah. There's a lot of frustration. And, there's also injuries that he deals with. And there are not shows put together a week in advance or 2 weeks in advance. The days of long-term booking are gone. He has an idea. I'm sure he had a card for the pay-per-view. But as far as like week to week, how to get there, every week is like, what are we going to do this week? Where he wants to do things, but people don't want to go along with it. People are hurt, whatever. I mean, Not surprising at all from what just things have been said, mentioned, or just honestly from just watching the product.
This is all Punk's fault. He's there. This must mean he's back with AEW. This is all Punk's fault because Punk was the problem. Punk is the problem with AEW. So this is all Punk's fault. This is not. This isn't anything new. This is all Punk's fault. That's all I chalk it up to.
Everyone still has been attacking Cubes.
Not the cokehead who runs the company.
Ice Cube's son's been getting still. They've been trying to still come after him. Oh shit!
Could you imagine like making enemies with fucking essentially one of the fucking members of NWA? Are you kidding me?
It's just
one of his sons.
It's funny that he just suggested, like, I mean, Jericho had a match against someone this week, and they showed a video package to like set up why they're having this match. And he's just kind of like having a victory dance kind of about it. Just like, see, it's not that hard. They've done it before sometimes, but they just, for the most part, they just don't. And all of a sudden it's like they get critiqued about it. And then boom, no. We're going to put a little video package up explaining why Jericho's wrestling this guy. Simple.
Look, it's not, that's like, if you put a video package up, cool, fine. But like, you can't expect me for you to air a video package and then go right to the match and me being all jacked up about it. I got to process that information, you know?
Meaning in that case, with those dudes wrestling with a guy who's not even in the company, at least it tells you like something instead of just being like something instead of nothing, like what you usually get. At least like even matching WWE, it's just like you get like last week on. So I guess to put it, I guess you want the output of like when you watch a Mania match or you watch a UFC fight and you get that summary of why these two people don't like each other and are combating. It's just something simple. And this brings it now around to what I saw people complaining about last night for a 31-minute opening. And I don't know.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
Well, I'll save it a little bit for later. That whole
spiel.
Yeah. But yeah, the Alvarez stuff. I mean, like again, like grain of salt.
You know what he just said. You know what that sounds like? It sounds a lot like when Vince McMahon used to allegedly tear up scripts like the day of for Raw or SmackDown and just rewrite the whole show. Like that sounds a lot like that. And I feel like right now in AEW, if your names are not Moxley, Danielson, and like Bucks or Omega, you know, you're probably not on Tony's, oh, I want to make you happy list, or I care about making you happy list.
Especially because the writers would probably then give it to Vince. And then he'd be like, no. And then it's like panic mode to fix it. Or in this, it's like the owner of the company basically has it. And you're just going up to people. And then they're just like, not for me, chief. And he's got to be like,
yeah, like I don't feel
okay,
like, nah.
Okay, I don't want to make you do something you don't want to do. Okay, so you want to win? Okay.
That's how I used to run Wawa's. If I tell someone to do it, and they're like, no, like, all right, dude, don't worry about it, dude. I got it. I'll do it myself. Don't worry about it.
I'll put you over. I'll put you over clean. Go sit in your car, have a smoke.
Yeah.
You'll be fine. Yeah, so that's brewing there. And then again, I mean, they got that Boston show soon, so They're going to be getting
Yes, and everything for one night is going to be fixed and fine and dandy. And then they're going to do this again, and it's going to be Mercedes Monet's fault. And she's going to be the one not wanting people to put themselves through real glass. And then Jack Perry's going to say real class, cry about it, and then they're going to put Mercedes Moné and Jack Perry are going to have this thing. It's just an awful, awful situation.
Look what Jack Perry has done for us.
Yeah.
Look what he has done.
The WrestleMania main event is all for Jack Perry.
The ripple effect of pro wrestling, it's pretty insane. But pro wrestling is cool, dude. The Rock's
it is pretty cool.
Super cool.
It is cool. Pro wrestling is cool, man. A lot of things are cool about pro wrestling right now. Tell you that much. No, I don't want to offend. I don't want to offend AEW. A lot of things are cool about sports entertainment right now. Let me tell you.
We'll see, because now we gotta get into this. We got 10 matches to talk about with.
Ooh.
Yeah. All right.
I know too.
Let's run down this card. It's time to talk a little AEW Revolution. All right. So we got Revolution here. We're going to have 10 matches. I'm almost certain they're going to be adding, but we're sticking with these 10. I feel like they're going to add some kind of like acclaim, like trios kind of.
They're not on the card?
As of right now, no. There's just one on the.
Aren't they a champion?
They're like I think a
trios. Are they the trios champions?
Yeah.
With Billy?
Yes. But as of right now, I don't think there's anything. I'm just assuming they're the ones that will get added somehow. But as of right now, we just have one on the pre-show, and then we have 9 on the main card. So we do confidence points.
That doesn't sound like it's gonna go till 2 a.m.
Well,
so that's good.
Did you get to see any of
Dynamite? Don't even ask.
No, you watched
Oh no, you know what? I did. I fucking did. I did see the Hangman stuff at the beginning. I did.
So what's going on all with that? Are you caught up on your Hangman? Is he in the match?
Yes, he is. Wait, are you testing me or do you not know?
No, he's in the match now.
You're okay. Yeah. So he's so I wanted to make sure, like, yeah, no, he's. Well, I didn't hear him say he's in the match. What I do know is that he came out on crutches, and then announced that he wasn't in the match. But then Samoa Joe came out, Swerve came out, and Swerve and Hangman looked like they were maybe getting along a little bit. You know, hey, my blood's in your blood. We're blood brothers, basically. And then, Samoa Joe's talking, and then Hangman, he hits him with the crutch, and then, he's all fine and stuff. So I'm assuming he's in the match, and it is a triple threat, or what they call three-way dance, whatever.
Yeah. So yeah, they did an angle to maybe potentially, maybe, but looks like he's in there. So I think as we go through this card, we'll just we'll start off with this pre-show one that we got going on. It is Chris Statlander and Willow Nightingale taking on Julia Hart and Sky Blue. Julia Hart, your TBS champion, cleared to wrestle. So, yes, I believe Willow and Statlander, were they on the pre-show last? I feel like I took Willow Nightingale last time on the on the pre-show. You want to start this off? You want me to?
Boy, I'm chomping at the bit. So you just said Julia Hart was cleared to wrestle, right?
Yeah, she's the TBS champion.
So she was injured or something?
Yeah, she was out of action for a while. Yeah, she has not been wrestling,
Okay.
and she took the title off of Statlander.
Okay, cool. So I think the rules according to the IWC is that champions shouldn't lose. And Tony Khan is like the president of the IWC. So I'm going to say that Julia Hart and Sky Blue will take the win here. How many points do I have to work with? 10?
We got 10 altogether, yeah.
I'm going to put a 3 on that. You thought I was going to put a 1 on it because I had no idea who these people were, but nope, I put a 3 on it.
Yeah, I went with my reverse on this. So I took Willow face win on the last pre-card, so I was just going kind of just with the opposite, like getting off of Willow now. And yes, returning from medically being able to wrestle for a little bit just seems like...
Wait, who are the heel and who are the faces? Chris and Willow are the heels?
No.
They're not. Julia Hart and I was going to say because Julia Hart's got the House of Black job.
Black, yeah, they got, and then Stokely Hathaway is involved with Statlander and Willow. They got like a new T-shirt out and stuff. So, but yeah, I'm just throwing one on the heels. All right, we're moving on now. We have Eddie Kingston, your Continental Crown Champion, taking on Bryan Danielson. If Eddie Kingston wins, Bryan Danielson has to shake Eddie Kingston's hand. Ooh. That is what Wikipedia is telling me.
Weren't these two in Ring of Honor where like they're like accustomed to shake hands?
Isn't that
in
the
match?
certain? Isn't that certain?
Like, isn't that the code of honor?
Yeah, isn't that for just that certain? Was it for all matches?
But I mean, I know, but I'm saying like, you know what, they're it's such a big deal to shake someone's hand.
Yeah, he doesn't like them.
I get they must hate each other then, right? I'm assuming there's hatred in this story.
Super heated feud here. So
okay.
Right.
I retract my last statement then.
What did I? Okay, I put 5 on Eddie Kingston beating Bryan Danielson. Why? I don't. My logic behind it is I just think he just won this whole like combined title thing, whatever this is. I think I don't know. I just think him. I don't know, dropping it immediately just doesn't make sense. Wrestling Bryan Danielson. That's where I'm at.
All right. So yeah, I agree. I think the days of Danielson holding titles are over, especially this brand new coveted Continental Crown Championship. Now, is that 3 titles still, or did they combine them and
it's still the
make
3
one title? So all 3 of them as a whole are the Continental Crown Championship.
I think they're photoshopped over him. Oh, yeah.
Fantastic. Okay. I'm gonna go with Eddie Kingston as well. I will put 5 down as well. I think Bryan Danielson, I'd say he's in the twilight of his career, but I think it's a little past the twilight. I think it's like further than twilight. It's like new moon.
He's part of the disciplinary committee now. He's got his
cushy office job. You know, he's part of corporate. You know, he's part of the sales team. He's good.
He's shipping T-shirts. He's winding it down.
He's telling Miro to delete his tweets.
Exactly. Yes, this is very true. He's got a lot of responsibilities. All right.
Yes. He's got to do the whole PR team.
I think I did it all before. We're doing all the non-title matches first, getting them all.
No,
done.
that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
We got next up. We have a tag match. Some friends of Bryan Danielson, members of the Blackpool Combat Club. We have Claudio and Mox taking on FTR.
I wish I was like into this because this seems like a banger.
Yeah. Take it away. Take it away.
All right. I'm glad to do it. Should I know anything? Is anyone injured? Is anyone not happy in the AEW? Are these one of the people? Because that's probably who's taking the pin.
To me, I guess it's FTR trying to go up against one of the top guys in the company, Moxley.
Yeah. All right. I have the information I need. FTR is the best tag team in the company, which means Moxley and Claudio are going to win. Put 1 point down.
Locked
no
in.
reason.
Hey, we're going to differ on this one. It's not for much, but I got 2 on FTR. Yeah, I don't know. It's just a momentum thing. Maybe
Sure.
tag title. But then also they could easily have whoever's going to win this tag title match in the main event. Either of these teams are worthy contenders. So, and again, not that it's not for even a number. I'm just in my mind thinking that winner gets a title shot or something. I got 2 FTR. Next up, we have the new signing. Wrestled in the company before, but this is his debut singles match. Will Ospreay taking on Takeshita. Let's go. All right.
A lot of people love this guy.
Yeah.
A lot of people like Ospreay too. Not as much as Takeshita, but
yeah. But hey, he's got to be my Jade for this card. Debut, someone in the Callis family. There could be shenanigans somehow, but I just don't see them. This was their biggest sign. We got he's winning this. I got 10 on Ospreay to beat.
AMZ's got 10 on Ospreay as well. For every reason that you just said, because that was like I got like a lot of like people on Twitter telling me. When I say a lot of people, I mean like I can like be talking about 2K24, the video game, and people in AEW would be like, Ospreay's the greatest. He should be in this game. I'm like, all right, well, who are you? But Ospreay is like the person I hear about all the time. So
He's great.
I'm excited to watch this match. You know why? Because I've never fully watched a Will Ospreay match, and I am excited to see what it is all about.
It'll be fantastic. This match will be like you just said about the last match. Should be like this card's very so far. I mean, this card's not bad at all.
So far it's
the card's very nice. So far.
I've never had an issue with the card. It's not knowing how everyone got there is my issue because their stories are true, bland and trash.
Okay. All right. Meat Madness? No. It's time for a good old scramble. Dante Martin is the the mystery person that will be Collision tonight. Sorry. So you got Dante Martin, Hook, Hobbs, Jericho, Cage, Archer, Magnus, and Wardlow. Yeah, nailed it.
Okay.
And you got this. Get
Hook,
on it.
9 points.
Who is it?
Wait, Hook, 9 points.
Hook 9? No, you're not.
Well, wait, how do you win the match? Is it elimination or is it like one fall to a finish?
Fuck, what the fuck? I don't know who the hell is gonna win a meat man match. Hold on, let me look and see what Wikipedia says.
All right, like I get a lot of these people here. I get Wardlow, Lance. I get Powerhouse. I get Jericho. In recent years has gained a few. Brian Cage. I get Magnus. He doesn't look too big there, but I guess I can understand it. Why is Hook in this meat man match? He's like the tiny cub that a cougar wouldn't eat.
But that's why they changed it now. So now I guess they changed the name of it, and now they're filling in. So Jericho's in
seven meaty men and a vegetarian.
I'm trying to see.
We don't know how this match is ended because like that matters.
When I click on Scramble match, it brings me.
Did it bring you to the championship scramble match of like 2008 and 2009?
No, it doesn't bring me to. It's just an article. Let's see. All right. The winner of the no one's giving me the rules. I'm assuming it's just pinfall.
All right, fine. Wardlow, 9 points.
Yeah.
I was so close. I mean, you never should have said anything. I was all about putting Hook for 9 points.
No, I mean, I just know randomly he cut a promo. He's kind of like the one more that they're trying to build up, I feel, out of all this. And honestly, just like look at this. It's like Jericho doesn't need a title shot. Like it's not to say like these are their like almost like world title contenders.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it almost like screams like there's only one choice for this, and it's Wardlow. I got 6 on Wardlow.
You guys, you didn't hear my TV in the background, did you?
No, I didn't hear shit.
Oh, good. I put on the Phillies, so I didn't know if it played a little bit before I could mute it, so I didn't know.
Oh my god! I hear nothing. We got early UFC fight night. Terrible card. Woo! All right, we got 5 more left here. We're getting into all these title matches now. First up, we got the international champion Orange Cassidy taking on Roderick Strong. They set this up so long ago. We're gonna wait like forever.
This is like the Undisputed Kingdom thing, right? Like that's Roddy Strong thing.
He like challenged them like literally the Dynamite after the last pay-per-view with all of that.
Yeah.
So
all right.
I got this one started off, and this is one more. I feel like it's going to Roddy. I feel like I don't know. I just feel like it's kind of obvious that they're going this route. So I got 9 on Roddy.
Okay. All right. This was the big thing. This is the big reveal. This is your whole devil story. Daredevil story. Now you have this threatening group that has wreaked havoc on your show for the better part of a year, I believe, or almost. There's no way Roderick Strong doesn't win this match. 8 points on Roddy.
Beautiful.
That'd be so hilarious if Orange Cassidy won. I would giggle.
Anything is possible. They gotta have to have some kind of like shake up.
I don't know. I don't know if that would be a good thing for them, though.
And so I guess this is the one where I think this is where the highest probability of a title change, I guess, would be. There's like 2 matches I'm leaning, maybe. And there's gonna be one. This is it. I think they just made it so obvious with this feud. I think just them instantly like booking it right after the last pay-per-view. It was just like, how are they gonna do this for so long now? But yeah, Roddy, new champ. We move on now to Daniel Garcia taking on Christian Cage, TNT champion. Go for it.
This shit pisses me off. I don't know. I'm looking at this match and I'm just like, this is so fucking stupid. Christian Cage, 7 points. They had such a special thing with Daniel Garcia, I felt like, and they didn't do anything with it. Same with Ricky Starks. What's he doing on this card? Are we getting to Ricky Starks match?
Ricky Starks, as of right now, is not on this card. Nowhere.
Excuse me.
Nada.
1 second. Excuse me 1 second. What the hell?
Nothing.
7 points. Christian's too high right now to be stopped by this.
Yeah, I mean, Cage is gonna have Kill Switch, Mother Wayne, and Nick Wayne with him. I mean, I don't know. Edge is hurt.
Does Daniel Garcia at least have Edge?
I don't know. Edge is injured, so you don't know. I mean, Edge showing up, and
he's faking this injury until his contract expires.
Edge showing up and costing Christian.
He's gotta be like, what the fuck was I thinking?
I don't know if they're doing that. This is something that I feel could be one of those shock title changes, maybe. They could do. But I got a small amount. I got Cage retaining for 3. But
3 points, huh?
Yeah, if Edge comes back and does some shenanigans, I mean, Cage could still retain, but yeah, I'm going to go with Cage, but just 3. And you got a 7 on that? All right.
Yes.
We're gonna move on to the women's AEW champion Toni Storm taking on the newly acquired recently, Deonna Purrazzo. And yeah, I'm going 8, Tony.
6, Tony. Wait,
That's...
really? 6, Tony? Why? Why are we doing that?
You?
Well, I mean, Deonna just debuted there. Isn't she, like, really good?
Yeah, I'm
just kind of on cruise control here, so...
Yeah, I'm on the. I don't.
No, yeah, no. I mean, Tony's got this whole gimmick going, and it's working for us. 26.
Yeah, I just think there's again, it's just a certain like when maybe it's time to take it off somebody, and I just don't think she's it. I think Tony Storm's definitely. I think she's gonna be having that Jade bite for a while. We're just like, yeah, retain till we get. There's someone debuting soon. We already done some. I mean, and I'm sure that's what they're gonna go for soon enough to be taking the title off of her. And until
You might as
then,
well book that match on Big Business. Everyone knows that's what's going to happen.
Good. But yeah, I don't think there's as of right now until that match happens. I don't think there's any title changing hands. All right, let's go. I don't know when they're going to place this. It's not going to be the main event. Interesting where they place it. We got the triple threat for the world title. Joe, Hangman, Swerve. Who's got this? Is this me starting? It's you.
I think it's me. Yeah. I think it's me. What are my low points available? I think 3 is my lowest available, right?
Still got. What do you got? You got 2, 4,
I got 2?
2, 4, and 8.
2, 4, and 8. All right, this is my 2 match. I know it's not Hangman. I don't think Samoa Joe's been a real good champion. And they're, as much as I am not a fan, everybody is like freaking out about Swerve Strickland. Everybody's like on the Swerve train. And just because he's interacted with this show's Twitter account before, right? I think I got to throw him a bone for it, and I'm going to throw the 2 points on Swerve Strickland, new world champion.
So you got. Oh, hold on. What did you have on? What do I not have you left with? I feel like I didn't write you down for something. I feel like I missed one.
I don't know. I mean, do you have it right in front of you?
Yeah, but I put it like next to who'd you put 8 on? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Let's see. I did somebody for 8.
Because I think you have 2 and 4 left. I said 8. I feel like you used your 8. There's just 2 and 4 left. I just didn't write that one down. I'm trying to figure that out.
Well, is this so? Do we only have one more match after this?
Yeah, it's this thing.
Yeah, okay, all right. So run through those matches again. I can tell you. I just
We
don't
had
remember the matches.
The tag match. I got that one. We got the Bryan Danielson match, Kingston. We got that one. FTR
Against Moxley.
We got that one. Ospreay. We got that one. We got the Wardlow.
I think that was my 10, right? Ospreay was my 10, and then I started going backwards. Wardlow was 9. Who was after Wardlow?
You had, let's see, Orange Cassidy. We each
had to have been him. Had to be Roddy for 8. Yeah.
That's what I didn't get to write down, and boom, we're all set. Sorry, ladies and gents.
Yep.
All right, so you're
got
going
2 on
with
Swerve.
Swerve.
Yep.
So that's a great pick, and I want to do that.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
I think they should do that. I just don't think they are. I think they're gonna.
Yeah, because they don't know how to fucking.
I would just put it on Swerve. They may. It would not surprise me at all. But I'm gonna throw 4 on Joe to retain. I feel like he'll come out of it somehow with this between still Hangman and Swerve. I think they're going to do it soon. I just think he's going to retain here. Swerve's going to be champ soon, though. But hey, if they do it tomorrow, hell yeah. But yeah, 4 on Joe. And that leads us to the main event, the retirement match. AEW Tag Team Championships on the line. Darby Allin Sting taking on EVPs, Matthew and Nicholas. And I close this out here.
Mm-hmm.
I got
Very
a 7.
curious as to what you will be. You got 7 on.
I got a 7 left. I just don't think they would have done all this stuff with Starks and Big Bill to then put them on Darby and Sting. Finally bring the Bucks back and do this whole shtick. I don't think they're going to win and just retire the titles. I think Sting's going to go out on his back. I think the Bucks win. So I got 7 on the Young Bucks.
Fantastic news. I had this whole spiel ready for you because I thought that you were going to go the other way. So I was going to had this whole spiel like, you know what? Sting's going to do the right thing. Sting's going to go out on his back. But I can't do that. Luckily for you, though, I had a backup spiel about if you had gone the other way. And here's my backup spiel. There is no fucking chance in hell they're going to have Sting lose his last match. He is so loved in that company by the fans, by the wrestlers. If there's one guy in the world that won't get shit talked on him for not going out on his back, it's going to be fucking Sting. And I'm going to put my last point. I think I got 4. I think I'm going to put that on Sting and Darby. And then then it's bracketology time with the tag team title tournament. Or they just let Darby pick a new partner.
I can't go against the logic there whatsoever. This will definitely be like a decisive with the swerve, the different. There's some differences, so should have like
I probably could have chilled on the differences a little bit. I think I went the other way way too many times, but that's okay.
It's also a tornado tag match, so it's just basically that just means there's no tag, right?
Yeah. It doesn't necessarily mean like no rules or anything. It's just you don't gotta tag them.
Should be interesting.
Should be interesting.
While we're talking about that, you just see him. We didn't get to talk about it before we get out of the prediction. Did you see him come down from the rafters? They asked.
I saw a clip of it. Yeah, that was to me is like
PR grab.
Whatever. Martha had nothing to do with Sting, so cool. I'm sorry. Like I'm a nice guy. I wouldn't ask Martha Hart if this guy that's not related to you in any way on a show that you probably don't ever watch, if he can come down from the rafters.
Fair.
Just it's not something to brag. Like I get why you're bragging, but it's not the flex you think it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, cool.
All right, that's our predictions. All right.
Like, you think, like, the people who do the tight ropes, like, across the big buildings, I forget their names, like, the Wendell something. I know you know who I'm talking about. Those guys, they've died a lot. Like, that family has a lot of dead people in it because they've just fallen off of their wires, their tightrope wires. But they're not the only people in the world who do the tightrope. Do you think that tightrope person that's not part of that family calls these people up and be like, "Hey, do you mind if I go risk my life here?" And sure, well, like, they'll probably, yeah, whatever, dude, fuck off, go ahead, and like do it. Like, it's so stupid. It's such a weird thing. But if it was like one of Martha's kids, sure, ask her. I'm sure she would want to know. But like, that just weirds me out. Yeah. Like, you're acting like a fucking Satan. And the sad thing is, like, the AEW fans, they eat that shit up. Like, oh man, what a noble leader Tony is. Yeah, he just take his bump and then goes to ask Martha what is right, God, it's such a weird thing, and they just eat it up, and it's just, God damn, that's so odd. Sorry, that just it's an ick. That's what the kids are saying nowadays. It's an ick.
It's a fair ick.
It's an ick.
So, all right, it's time to rant. Jabroni of the week.
Johnny Cena went to town riding on a pony. Rock stuck a feather up his ass and called him a jabroni.
All right. Plain and simple. This week, Jabroni of the week. It's just not just one specific person. It's just this little group, just like the Cody Crybabies almost. The people complaining about the opening segment to SmackDown, having this great segment all set up, a bunch of different scenarios in which we talked about the first 20 minutes of the show for WrestleMania now. All these different things, intertwining storylines, perfect. And you have people tweeting out things, but just the one person with the AEW graphics and stat lines, the mat stats they do. Total showtime, 2 hours, 1 minute, 37 seconds. Total of that time being match time, 54 minutes and 42 seconds. Total wrestling percentage, 44.98%. Total knockdowns, 47. Total takedowns, 85. Total chops, 160. Total head strikes, 302. Total body strikes, 208.
Is this a judge on one of your UFC fights?
This is like the stat line for that. This is from AEW Neckbeards that he quote tweeted it. Total touches from a woman, 0. Not so it's not Neckbeards here. I'm saying, but all these whoever made this, I can't find the source of who made this little graphic here of the mat stats there, but wow. And then people complaining about that's cool if you like the wrestling, but sometimes
Wait a minute, wait. Is this an official AEW thing that's doing this? Or just a fan? Like, that's not from an AEW account?
I feel like someone did this.
Okay.
There's no way that AEW literally put this out themselves. It's like someone who's sitting there jotting this down while watching the show because they're so angry that WWE has like segments with promos in the beginning. It's insane.
There's a whole ass season where nobody cares about AEW, and it's right now. It's WrestleMania late season. And they're so mad that AEW does not have that.
Yeah. I think they're trying to find, like, they're talking about extending their pay-per-views and everything. And I think they're trying to get their whatever they're trying to make their big show of the year.
You know, they have a Ring of Honor show at the exact same time as the Hall of Fame and like SmackDown. Who's going to that? I'll tell you who. 20 people. 200. 150. 150.
Yeah. But yeah, just that just sounded. I was like, this is so stupid. Who's doing this? Who's doing this? because they're so angry because of another. But yeah, those people, I don't want to waste any more time. They're my jabroni of the week. The floor is yours.
Thank you. There was a lot going into this decision this week.
Oh yeah.
There was. Well, let's start off with how about the WWE was having a live event this week, and I'm a pretty big advocate of freedom of speech and stuff, but
Hell yeah.
there was this one incident where I guess, excuse me, Maxine Dupree was not having her best showing, and there were people booing, and that's fine. If she was not performing up to certain standards that you'd expect from a show that you paid for, fine. But to go and, just booing is one thing, saying you suck, saying, you shouldn't wrestle, saying you don't come back here, yada, yada, yada. Especially coming from people that wouldn't dare get in the ring. I just think it's funny. And, the argument could be, well, the house shows are there so people can get better. But then the counter argument is, well, they have a performance center for that. Well, your performance center there is no replacement for actual in-ring work in an actual match. I'm saying that as somebody who admittedly is assuming, because I have never stepped in the ring before. I have broken many bones trying to step into a bed and perform these wrestling moves, but that's not the same thing. So the people who are criticizing Maxine Dupree for her terrible wrestling, those were just an option. It's an option. But I ultimately decided I can't go a week without mentioning the game, especially because we're 3 days away from it, essentially. Well, 4 days. But I guess as the release date gets closer for the 2K video game, even more things start to leak out. We have a visitor. We almost have a visitor. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Hi. You called me in the jabroni of the week segment. You were painting downstairs. Okay.
I'm sure it looks fantastic.
All right, bye. She's amazing. All right. So as the game nears, I guess things start to release. Well, there's this trick, I guess. There's a trick here. And I don't know how this individual got it. There's a trick where if you set up your PlayStation to a different time zone, like a New Zealand time zone, you can get the game early. But there's a lot that goes into that. You have to set up a whole new PlayStation account. You'd have to buy the game again under that account. A lot goes into it. Yeah, so I've tried it, but I didn't know you had to have to buy the game under that account again. It's just fucking wild. So I don't know if that was the thing here. I don't think there is a place in the world where they are 4 days ahead of us. So I don't know how this individual has gotten their stuff, but I had to mute this. I don't follow him. He just popped up on my feed. I'm assuming because all I've been doing this week on Twitter is watching 2K stuff. But he's showing a lot of entrances. I started showing you all these entrances, and then I realized damn, I shouldn't fucking be showing you this, because what if you wanted to find out for yourself, but they showed off a lot of entrances, a lot of showcase matches, just a lot of stuff. And
John Cena, Mattel
Mattel
figure.
John Cena, Mattel Cody Rhodes with the torn pec. You got his WrestleMania 39 entrance, Cody Rhodes. You got 01 Rock. You got big news on the entrance front. I don't know, like they have the Rock Steve Austin showcase match from WrestleMania 17. Everyone is a fan of Steve Austin's theme song at the time. Everyone wondered if Disturbed was going to be in this game as his theme song, the Glass Shatters theme song. I said no. WWE 2K said yes. So you got that, which is awesome. But like these little ticks and bits, like the Shawn Michaels WrestleMania entrance I showed you yesterday, the NWO Bray Wyatt Wolfpack entrance that I showed you yesterday, all these, and I'm looking at more now. I don't even know why I'm looking, but there's more that I didn't know about. All of these are being spoiled by this one person, Ryu, at Ryu from Streets.
Yeah.
And he's just spoiling everything, and it's just not fun. And I would like to be surprised. And it's not my fault that you pop up on my Twitter.
Mute him.
I did. I ended up muting him, and I am
Like
on his page looking at him.
They're
again.
showing clips of like the showcase and stuff with like the Orton Seth match and the Undertaker Lesnar match, and people were mad that it was cutting away and cutting like to like real footage, and then J&J security are blurred out. People are talking about that.
Yeah, so just stop with the spoiling. The game comes out in 4 days. Let's just fucking chill with that, okay? But I mean, also PSA, from what I have seen, if you haven't gotten the 40 years of WrestleMania pack, I mean, you're gonna miss out. You know, I think they've added stuff to it. I'm not sure, but there's stuff that wasn't part of it that I'm now seeing screenshots for that could be part of it. I don't know, but just fantastic stuff, and I can't wait.
I think I'll be getting it.
You should.
But yeah, stop spoiling and
Stop
stop being upset about great wrestling and lack thereof sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes.
Johnny Cena went to town riding on a pony. Rock stuck a feather up his ass and called him a jaBROni.
All right, wrapping up. Go check out all episodes of the jaBROnis over at the YouTube, the jaBROnis Pod, and on Spotify. Last week, I think we put up late. There was no audio feed for the episode last week. That was a YouTube exclusive. Apologies. I don't.
Oh no.
But yeah, besides that, on X, jaBROnis Pod. Follow Michael. He's Philly jaBROni 1, or I'm Happy jaBROni, and
Philly jaBROni 1.
Yeah.
Philly jaBROni 1.
I'm nervous now. Back next week to talk all about this.
We got things to do next week, next Saturday specifically.
Oh, this is true. We're gonna have to do this. Maybe we get it done prior.
Yeah, we could do it prior.
Friday.
We could do Friday. My weekend starts 12 o'clock on Friday, so I'm good.
We'll get it out of the way Friday. We'll do a little Friday before. I'm sure we'll get it in before we have probably another Roman Reigns, and I'm assuming they're on SmackDown again next week.
All 4 of them are on SmackDown.
Yeah, they're getting the response to which I'm sure it's gonna be. Yeah. So, but yeah, we'll sneak that in next week. We'll talk about this Revolution card, and I'm sure there'll be more nonsense. There always is.
I'm sure there'll be a plethora of jaBROni of the weeks waiting to be nominated.
And I mean, you never know. If we're getting a press conference after an AEW pay-per-view, you could see us on Monday potentially. You never. All right, jaBROnis.
For sure.
Out.
jaBROni, JABRONIXYZ, ABC. Oh, it doesn't matter how you spell jaBROni. We don't believe jaBROnis. Nah, we don't believe.